What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Circle Hey D Great bringing you week 2 of the GUU. Today we are going to be facing off admin Aaron2420 and his Ucrete Mimikyus. And yeah guys, it's going to be a very interesting battle. I was very happy how I played this match. But anyways, let's get into Aaron's team and what he has. Aaron has the Marsha. I'm sorry, that's my team. He has the Groudon, the Ash Greninja, the Tapu Koko, the Megalodios, the Alolan Muck, Entei, Seismitoad, Buzzwole, Escavalier, Victreebel, and Smeargle. So now, looking at his team, I believe Primal Groudon was banned, which is why he nicknames his Groudon like Red Orb, Wink Wink. Yeah, very interesting team. You know, I think the only thing Groudon really does is two things. He either sets up with Rock Polish / Sword Stance or gets up rocks, and that's pretty much it. But his one stab move, Percepio Blaze, is actually a pretty damn good move, and it has really nice animation. I love that animation a lot. Anyways, he has Ash Greninja, which is a really big threat. Luckily, it's not Protean Greninja, so we really don't have to worry about, you know, him converting and always getting stabbed. He does need to get a kill with normal Greninja before he gets that Battle Bond boost, which is kind of nice. He has the Tapu Koko, which is just a beast in regular draft league. Being able to set up electric train. He has Megalodios, another big like dog in draft league, and you don't see the both of them in the same team because I think, but cost wise, you either get one or the other. He has the Alolan Muck, great dark type, be able to hit knockoff, be able to be very annoying with Cycle Super Berry, and then and Gluttony. I really wish like his ability Power of Alchemy, which is really not talked about and it's really meant only for doubles. I wish that was more of a singles. It had more singles battles usage because it's such a cool name to it, and it's never talked about. He does have the Entei, which is kind of scary. Be able to use like Sacred Fire Band, speed control with Bulldoze, and has priority in E-Speed. He has the Seismitoad, Georg's favorite mon, one of his favorite mons, grass and ground coverage. He has the Buzzwole, which is super annoying. Be able to typically seeing Choice Scarf or Choice Bandit, can run leftovers, can set up with Bulk Up, and then just hit super hard with Leech Seed, like, you know, Drain Punch and whatever coverage move he needs. He has Escavalier, which is a very defensively bulky mon, and Victreebel, which is a very good Sun Sweeper, as long as the sun is up, which is sort of like the key point. And then Smeargle, which is sort of the hazard slave of his team, which can run rocks, sticky webs, spore, and then destiny bond, and then he's typically run focus sash. Now the 6 at the bottom of the screen are the 6 that he does bring. Just a heads up, I don't know how the heck I'm gonna like sort of like hide that and reveal it, but anyways, let's get to our team, what we're bringing and why we're bringing it. So let me set that up. I know how to run this, guys. Don't tell me how to run my life. First off, we are bringing Status Free, the Tapu Fini with the leftovers, Grass Knot, Taunt, Moonblast, and Defog. I felt like running a water move in the face of a Groudon wasn't the wisest of choices because Drought really does hinder the effectiveness of Skull. I apologize. We're running Taunt just to stop. We're running enough speed to outspeed a 0-speed Groudon, which is sort of nice because we're able to taunt it, so it doesn't get up rocks, so it's not able to set up, so it's not as scary. We're running Grass Knot because I believe it 2-shots or just 1-shots Groudon completely, and then we're running Moonblast because, you know, we like to stab, and then Defog gets to remove any hazards he decides to set up. And so that's basically, we're running max HP, the rest in defense, bold, and that's pretty much our game plan there. Next up, making his GUU debut, and the first time I actually ever used this mon, we're running Pookie, the Zygarde 10% form. Pookie's the name of the dog I first got when I was very small. I must have been like 2 weeks old when we got the dog, and very kind to my heart. He has long since passed away, but you know, it's just for him. It's just for Pookie, my dog. Running the leftovers, D-Dance does another sub, Outrage. The combination of this move, he really doesn't have the best of the switch-ins. Gogo does not appreciate 8,000 arrows. I think the only thing that we would sort of have to chip is that Megalodios and Groudon. And, you know, once you know, Smeargle pops his Focus Sash, then we just one-shot it with basically anything. We're running max speed, Jolly. Again, I wasn't too keen of like running like I want to EV it to where plus when we have speed or scarves, this or that. I was like, we'll just run max and see how it goes. We do play a little greedy as a heads up with Pookie, and he could easily won the game, but I was playing too greedily in the face of something else. Anyways, we are bringing hard the Zapdos with the leftovers pressure. Rain Dance, I should have run static, but pressure was that good of him. Still good. If anything, we would have static the Mug and the Victory Bell, and that's pretty much it. Unless he was Brave Bird, Coco. We're ringing Rain Dance, Roost, Volt Switch, Hidden Power Grass. Rain Dance to counter his Sun play. Roost, for longevity, which we sort of have to play carefully around, because if we do Roost in front of the Groudon, he could easily OHKO us with his Precipital Blades, because Roost will remove our flying typing, which is a really cool mechanic that I absolutely love. And the Volt Switch is pivot around and Hidden Power Grass for that Groudon. Ideally, I should have run Hidden Power Water, but we're running Grass this week. Let's see. Next up, we're gonna bring She-Hulk with a Life Orb, She-Force, Flamethrower, Ice. We're running Bulk Beam, Earth Power, Rocks. Last week I feel like I completely misused Nidoqueen here. I should have played a little bit more smartly, because we wasted those 3 big turns where we just did absolutely nothing, and it was really just it hindered our gameplay a lot. But yeah, running Bulk Beam, because those two moves just really hit the team a lot. It hits the Groudon with Ice Beam with the Latios. Flamethrower hits the Victory Bell, which, looking at the team right now, we could have actually run something else other than Flamethrower, but it does get boosted in the sun with that Groudon. Earth Power hits everything else pretty damn well. And then, we have Cells Rock. So yeah, we're running max special attack. I think we're running enough to outspeed a 252 Adamant Groudon. I could be wrong about that. We'll see, and then we do the rest in HP. Again, not worrying about too much about calcs, but yeah, that's basically what we're running this week. Next up, we are bringing the last week he'll be joining us, Arcanine, the Arcanine with the Choice Band, Intimidate. Again, this is really for the Groudon, and then maybe Coco and even Victory Bell and Alone Mach. Not so much for the Latios. We sort of do get walled by Omega Latios, which is why we're running Outrage. We're running Flare Blitz, Bulldoze, Extreme Speed. Extreme Speed is really if we needed to click it. If we're up against something that we're outspeeding and we really do need to hit harder and not die, then we have E-Speed for that. Bulldoze is really nice because we get to do speed control on a lot of these things. The only thing that does not get hit by Bulldoze is that Mega Latios, and we do have Outrage for that. And then obviously in the sun, we just do a tremendous amount with Flare Blitz, which is kind of nice. I really didn't need to run Flash Flyer, simply because Groudon's most likely gonna click the grab move on almost anything on my team, because it does do a lot. And then Justified again doesn't make any sense. Maybe for the Alone Mach, but besides that, not really. And then finally, we are running we're bringing Little Bro, the with a Choice Scarf again, Close Combat, Special Thief, Fantastic Fire Punch. Fire Punch is really for that Victory Bell. It's also nice because it gets boosted in the sun. I unfortunately does not get Technician boosted. What else? We're running Close Combat, Special Thief, because again, nothing appreciates either a combination of all those 2 moves, and then Shadow Sneak for priority. We're running Adamant, max attack, max speed. I realized that my mistake last time was that if he does bring his own Scarfer, we can't outspeed it anyways. So I think going in the future, what I'm going to try to do is speed creep another Mon, and then run the rest of Bulk, so it's nice and pretty. That's our team, guys. I'm gonna cut to where we get into the battle, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, so we are here with the battle. I don't think that transition was smooth at all. You're clearly going to see the cut. We'll run with it. Anyways, what should I call it? So yeah, you see he brings sort of his mini Sun core with Groudon, Victory Bell. He brings sort of Hazards, Smeargle, Annoying Knockoff, probably Gluttony, Alone Mach, and then Coco and Latios. I don't get why I yawn when I record. It's so annoying. I apologize for that. I generally do like making these videos, so forgive me. But yeah, I believe we do decide to lead. Shoot, Nidoqueen. I could be wrong. It was a pretty good matchup on mostly everything. We could have gotten rocks in the very beginning. So yeah, I was a bit nervous to be honest. In this very beginning, because that Groudon was super scary. He's gonna lead off with Mega Latios, which is no bueno for us, as we do lead off Nidoqueen. And oh, I realized but yeah, She-Hulk this week. And so we switch out, and I believe we go into Arcanine. No, we go into Tapu Fini, which was a really good switch in, because if he goes for the Dragon move, we're immune to it, and we get like blasted away with a Moonblast. Here, I think he goes for the Psychic move, Psyshock, and that does an incredible amount of damage to us. So we sort of have to play around that. Let's see, does he go for the? No, he goes for Psychic. That's Psyshock, and so I think it does about just shy of half. Here we go for the Moonblast because we just want to get damage off this thing. He really doesn't have a decent switch into this thing. Something's gonna take some damage, and so he goes for Psychic once again. Fortunately, he does not get the special defense drop. I go for the Moonblast. I think we do over half of this, so this turns out it means that he's pretty offensive. That damage earlier should have indicated that. We do get the special attack drop, which is very unfortunate for Aaron, but it's really nice for us because that means we have a better switch in for something else. And I think here we do go into Arcanine or Arcanine. Yep, Arcandago. And here I think we go for the E-Speed. I could be wrong. I don't want to click Outrage because he could have easily gone into what you might call it, his Koko, in which case he's a free T-Bolt. Here he lives on the slivers of health. He's like on 1 HP, and we go for the E-Speed because he has Tail 1 up. There's no way we can actually do anything about that. He lives on the slivers of health, and I think no matter what, he always let that hit. So that was an oversight on my part, I will admit. Here he goes around Groudon, and I'm like, oh crap, this is really bad. And I decided to go into Zapdos, I believe. I could be wrong. I think I go for Zapdos. No, I go into Tapu Fini, and then here is sort of like the hackiest bit of the battle, or no, he goes for the Stone Edge, expecting my Zapdos switch in, and we lose Tapu Fini, which is sort of a shame. That's fine by me, to be honest. We really didn't need it at this point in the match. Here we go into the Arcandago, and here's probably one of the more important parts of the match, but you'll see it anyways. I think here we go for the Bulldoze, if not the Flare Blitz. Oh yeah, he misses the Precipitable Blades. We go for the Flare Blitz, because for some boosted, it's going to do a tremendous amount. I don't think it kills. Does it kill? Yeah, no, it barely just does not kill. And his Tail 1 peters out at the end of that. We switch out, and we go into Zapdos here. And yeah, so that Precipitable Blades, I don't think it actually killed with my spread, but it does really affect the battle a lot. Here he goes for the Stone Edge, and we are EV to live this hit. I forgot to mention that in the prep. Like, we were like, he even gets a crit, which I forgot to calc for, but we were EV to live that hit. We kill him with Hidden Power Grass, and we knock that sucker out. Oh, that's why I didn't run HP Water, because it wouldn't kill in the sun. So yeah, Groudon is now out. Mega Latios is now out. One of his bigger threats. He goes into the Victory Bell here. It is Chlorophyll. It's going to be outspeeding us, so we're going to switch out and probably go into Arcadog because it's probably one of our better switch-ins. Yeah, we go into Arcadog, and I think here we're going to click the Bulldoze because it pretty much hits everything on his team. He does not have his Latios anymore. As he does go for the Sludge Bomb, we live this hit on very low health. Here I'm deciding just to sack off Arcadog as he switches out into his Alolan Muck. And he was probably like one of the better plays. I was going to preserve my my Arcanine, and I realized, wait, Jorge, this Mon gets Pursuit. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to stay in and click the Bulldoze one more time because we're locked into it. And he tries to read our switch, and he goes for the Pursuit. And we actually live, which is kind of nuts. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we live. No, he knocks us out. Okay. But he does go for the Pursuit play, which was pretty good on his part. But we did the better play in Bulldozing. Here we go into Pookie, and we're like, alright, it's time to click Dragon Dance because Smeargle does live anyone hit, but Koko does not appreciate one. He just dies. Uh, in hindsight, I should have gone for the kill. And he does get the poison touch trigger, which is really annoying. And it does come into play because I started to go for the greed here. Dragon Dance, and we pretty much secured the win at this point. I'm pretty sure I could be overplaying here, but yeah, we get really greedy because I think we click Dragon Dance one more time. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we clicked Dragon Dance one more time, where we should have just clicked Thousand Arrows and knocked this boy out, because then we claimed a couple KOs. As he goes for the knockoff, knocking off our leftovers and basically removing our longevity. Here, we just go for the Thousand Arrows because unless he assumes that we would have switched out, we didn't switch out. I don't know. We claim the KO. Pookie is gonna go down here again. A very bad, very bad playing on my part because we should have killed a couple things before going down. Well, Pookie is gonna go down again. Huge misplay on my part. We go with a little bro here. Then here he goes into his Smeargle. Here I was like, okay, he can either go into Victory Bell, which resists close combat, or he can go into Tapu Koko. I decided to go for the middle ground playing, go for Fire Punch. We couldn't click Spectral Thief on this thing because it doesn't do anything. He goes for Spore, and that really just puts Marshadow out of commission for the rest of the game, as you will see soon enough. Here I think I decided to go into my Zapdos, because if he gets Rock Sub, then we can never switch into this thing. Because we die, no, if we live one switch in, but I wanted to get Roost up on this thing, and yeah. Now he could not click Spore again, because I think we're in Smoking Colossus, which is very nice. Again, here we decide to Roost, as he goes for Sticky, which is really annoying, but Nidoqueen really doesn't care about that, because it just obliterates the other things. So yeah, we're gonna go for Roost. We're gonna Roost off. I think here he decides to switch out. If not, he gives me the Mon when I click Volt Switch here. Do I click Volt Switch? I don't remember. Do I click Volt Switch? Tell me, do I click Volt Switch? Yeah, he's gonna switch out and probably go into Koko. Yeah, Shocking Party into the Koko. And here I decided to go for the Volt Switch and go and pivot into my Nidoqueen, I believe. If not, I go into my Marshadow and just give. I'm just trying to give him my Marshadow at this point in the match, because it could have won, but it really didn't do anything else. So no, I got Nidoqueen here. Obviously, you know, I didn't need Sludge Wave this week at all. So we slow down, we get shipped a little, but here we just go for the Earth Power. It's a great neutral play move, and yeah. So let me get right back because my food is here. So let me cut right back. Sorry about that. I ordered food right before recording, and I forgot that it was gonna come sooner than I thought. So yeah. Yeah, so he goes into Tapu Koko. Here I go for the Earth Power, HD Great. It's a great play overall because it just does a crap ton to his team. In hindsight, I think I should have been spamming Earth Power regardless, because I think it still killed the Victory Bell at the rate it was at. No, Victory Bell's at full. I don't know what I was talking about. Victory Bell's at full. Here he goes into Victory Bell, Sunny Day Song, and here I decided to switch out into my Zapdos, I believe. Let's see, do I go to Zapdos? Yes, and he actually clicks the Z Grass move, and so I thought he was Leaf Storm, but I forgot he's a Sun team, so he'd be running Solar Beam. But yeah, he goes for the Z Grass move, which is, you know, very scary. Glad I switched out because that would have definitely had KO'd me. He goes for the Z move, and you're gonna see what that does. Again, I was not, sorry, I just hit my mic. I was not expecting that at all, and it just threw me for a loop, and I was like, oh damn. And so, beautiful animation, and we actually live. Hard eats those hits, and so we're like, alright, awesome, we're gonna Roost up to see what he wants to do. Obviously he could have gone for the Sludge Bomb, and so yeah, we're gonna Roost that sucker up, and we're gonna basically almost be at full. He goes for the Sludge Bomb. I think we get poisoned here. Yeah, he just says a lot. Yeah, we do get the poison, which is super annoying. And so I decided to Volt Switch on this next turn. Unfortunately, we don't get like the bonus of the Electric Train, I believe, because it just disappears at this moment. No? Oh, I Roost again, that's right. The terrain will go out eventually, and we'll Volt Switch out of terrain. But either way, I don't think we get boosted because we're not grounded. Ironically enough, right? You're not grounded in electric terrain. Haha, Jorge jokes. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna full switch finally, I think, on this turn, because I wanted to be in a healthy amount of health before switching out, and it's exactly what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna volt switch, do a pretty good amount, and we're just going to Marshadow here. We're probably our least useful member at this point, because he's still asleep. You know, he's still snoozing all out. So I go into Marshadow. I'm yawning a little bit as he decides to go for growth, which is super scary. So now we pretty much know three of his moves. He has a grass move, Sludge Bomb, and growth, and probably knockoff. As he decides to go into Tapu Koko because he does not want me to steal this boost, which would actually, because I think at this point Smeargle is dead, right? I don't remember. I think Smeargle's dead. This is why I should edit my layout. Because I was choiced anyway, so it doesn't really matter. No, actually has a pretty good switch in. He goes for the D-Gleam, and we actually leave this hit surprisingly, for some odd reason. But Marshadow is still asleep. So we decide to sack off Marshadow at this point. We didn't need it. I could have pursued differential and gone into Nidoqueen, but I wanted to keep it as healthy as possible. So I let Marshadow go down here. Again, could easily have switched out into Nidoqueen here and claimed the KO. Here I decided to go into our Nidoqueen. I don't think we O-code the Victory Bell. Here I decided to misplay because I should have just clicked Earth Power. I should have, but I decided to go for the middle ground play and click Flamethrower because I thought he would have switched out or gone for Brave Bird. So yeah, we go for the Flamethrower here, and we do over half. He obviously is leftovers, and then we just click Flamethrower one more time, and the game is pretty much secure at this point. Now this next play when he goes to Victory Bell, it was sort of a mind game because if he was he either clicked two moves. He either clicked I thought at this point he was still Leaf Storm, so I thought, well, he can't click Leaf Storm because if he clicks Leaf Storm, he just loses to Zapdos. So he's gonna click Sludge Bomb. But then I forgot that he's running. I honestly forgot that he's running a Sun Team, so he's gonna be running the Solar Beam. So he goes for Solar Beam here, absorbs the light, but he's not a Sun, and we're gonna win the game because here we just click Flamethrower. We stay in and we get that KO. So your Scent and Eggies are gonna win a nice 2-0 for week 2 of the GUU. So now they're 1-1. Aaron was actually 1-0 coming into this week, so now he's 1-1 as well. But he still has a high differential. But yeah, that's gonna be our week 2 match, guys. I was very happy how I played. I think our downside was being a little greedy with Pookie the Zydoje, which is completely my fault. I should have played a little bit smarter, but that's a-okay. Besides that, I think I think it's probably one of the best games I ever played. I think my growth as a battler has really been shown in this battle. I was very happy how I played. That precipitable miss in the very beginning was very crucial. It was very, very crucial because I think something else would have been alive, and I'm curious how that game would have turned out. Because he sent me the pace. He was Earth Plate Groudon, which was really cool. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. You guys know me as Sir Jorge D Great. Sir Jorge D Great. Make sure you are pressing the word of. Let me get him in frame. Alone Eggy. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.